Hello and welcome to Breeze Selene. Today we're beginning a journey through one of the most honest and direct books on spirituality ever written, Adyashanti's The End of Your World. We're starting with Chapter 1, Exploring Life After Awakening. And right from the beginning, Adyashanti shatters many of our common fantasies about what it means to wake up. He starts by explaining that awakening is essentially a shift in perception. It isn't about gaining a superpower, it's a simple, intuitive recognition, like looking in the mirror and realizing the face you see is your own. It is a remembering of what you have always been, not an isolated individual, but the oneness of life itself. Whether this realization lasts for a split second or becomes a permanent state, the truth seen is the same. He uses a powerful metaphor of a camera aperture. Once that aperture of awareness opens and you glimpse reality, it can never completely lose again. Even if you slip back into your old habits, that nuclear flash of reality has already begun to alter your inner structure forever. But this is where Adyashanti gives us a straight talk, warning that most spiritual teachers avoid. He tells us that awakening is much more about what you lose than what you gain. This is a core truth that can be very startling. Most of us come to spirituality looking for a plus, more happiness, more peace, more wisdom, but Adyashanti insists that enlightenment is actually a destructive process. It is the crumbling away of untruth. When you wake up, you lose your full self-image and the entire world as you once perceived it. This creates a profound sense of disorientation. Image spending your whole life navigating by the specific set of coordinates, only to realize those coordinates never existed. You lose the self-centered motivations that used to drive you daily life. The what's in it for me energy starts to evaporate. This isn't a failure, it's a sign that the egoic structure is dissolving. Adyashanti notes that almost no student ever comes back and says awakening was exactly what they imagined, because all our imaginings happen within the dream state, and reality is always simpler and grander than any dream. So how do we navigate this crumbling world? Adyashanti offers a singular, powerful strategy, the willingness to question everything. He doesn't want you to believe his words as a new theology. He wants you to use them as a tool to dismantle your own illusions. The central question he asks us to hold is, what do I know for certain? When you look deeply into this question, it actually destroys your world, and it's meant to. You start to see that almost everything you think you know about yourself and the world is based on assumptions, beliefs, and the opinions of others. Until we see these false perceptions for what they are, our consciousness remains imprisoned in the dream state. It takes immense courage to stand in the middle of this unknown, to stand as if facing an oncoming wind and not winds, refusing to run back to the comfort of old, false beliefs. This radical sincerity is the backbone of the entire journey. It is the process of unbecoming who you are not. Ultimately, Chapter 1 tells us that awakening is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a total reorganization of your life. It's about learning to navigate a world where you are no longer separate from anything you see. If you feel lost Or if your world feels like it's ending, you might just be awakening. In the next episode, we explore the frustration, I got it, I lost it phenomenon, why that feels of bliss often disappears, and what happens when the gravitational pull of your old life tries to drag you back. I'm Breeze Selene, and thank you for exploring the truth with me today. I'll see you in the next chapter.